Spotify?
I do.
Do you watch or look at your, what's it called, Wrapped?
Your end of year
Yeah, that. What's it called? V, what's it called?
That's your Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, your Spotify Wrapped.
Okay, that cleared it up so much for me, but go ahead.
It's a Spotify Wrapped.
What does the Wrapped stand for?
Like WRAPPED.
Oh,
Like your year.
I'm thinking
it's-
RAPT.
No.
Am I stupid?
Wrapped.
I'm stupid.
No, you're not stupid.
Okay.
Just maybe imaginative.
Okay, so all right, Wrapped.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously you don't look at this, right?
I looked at it last year.
You did?
I have not done it for this year.
Okay, so my kids harassed me until I looked at mine because I didn't even know what it was last year. So you're probably ahead of me. But anyway, I looked at mine yesterday. They've added a new thing.
Whoa. We know how you are about new things.
I love new things. So the new thing is that they give you your age in Spotify based on what music you listen to. Would you like to know how old I am?
12. I always go with 12 with you.
No, they gave me a grown-up age, but you're pretty close. 22.
22?
22. I'm so excited.
Okay, we want. Okay.
Yeah, 22. That's me. I'm 22. So from now on, I'm going by my Spotify age.
Okay. Mine will be probably very old. 'Cause
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of gospel. I listen to a lot of Barbara Streisand. I listen to.
Babs.
I love Babs.
I do too.
Like Earth, Wind, and Fire, Ashford and Simpson, like all the stuff my mom would play around the house. Like I'm coming back to that.
If I listened to the stuff my mom played around the house, I would be listening to Engelbert Humperdinck.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say the name, but it's true.
Oh, goodness. So, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
I'm Tony.
And I'm Rochelle, her sidekick, her loyal sidekick.
And yes. And this is the short of it.
Indeed.
And we have a very special guest today who just happens to be celebrating his born day today.
Woo.
And at the end, we're going to sing the Black Happy Birthday version.
And I'm going to learn it.
And you'll learn it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've heard it.
Yeah.
If you're 22 on Spotify, I'm sure you've heard it.
22.
Anyways, we have a special guest with us today.
Excellent.
And it just happens to be his birthday.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to teach you, and I'm sure he will help me teach you. Well, no, DK already knows it. DK's in the audience. What's that?
Yay, DK. Peggy's not here.
No. Sorry. I texted her, but perhaps too late. Anyways,
Perhaps.
happy birthday. it's round 2 is already happening. Happy birthday and welcome to the short of it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yay. We gotta
Yay.
get like an applause.
I know I'm
thing
gonna when I
going.
get my soundboard. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're working on that?
I am.
I know you're very excited. Cyrus comes to us by way of Worcester. Yeah, born and raised.
Yes, born and raised.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Cool.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself to our audience. Who is Cyrus?
Cyrus Alexander, filmmaker from Worcester, Massachusetts. Like you just mentioned, born and raised. I'm filmmaker, music producer. I wear multiple hats, but my most recent endeavor is the release of my feature-length film, Year of the Rat, which I'm very proud of, and I am taking it throughout multiple cities for screenings, and we've been getting great feedback, and so I'm excited to discuss some of that today.
Awesome.
And tell us, and I watched the trailer and I watched a couple of clips about the film, and we're going to get into everything, but, tell our audience, like, what is the synopsis of Year of the Rat?
Yeah, so I have to be careful with the synopsis because there's a lot of twists and turns, but I will say on the surface, it's about an older brother preparing his younger brother for a martial arts tournament that runs in the family because their father entered the tournament and the older brother was in the tournament as well. So now, next in line, his younger brother is entering the tournament. So he's preparing his younger brother for the tournament. It's a martial arts film, and like I said, there's a lot of twists and turns and things that transpire unexpectedly. So
Cool. Like an action film.
yeah, it's an action film. And when you watch the trailer, I'm pretty sure you get action from it.
Yeah.
But when you watch the film, it unfolds to something much more.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Now, do you do martial arts?
As a child, I took martial arts for sure. Yeah, something I was really into.
Nice. Is this your first feature?
My first feature, yes.
And you did martial arts.
I did a martial arts
which requires so much choreography, stunt work. Can you talk about that? About how you pulled that off?
Yeah. It pays to have good relationships and keep good relationships. Burning bridges is the last thing you want to do as a filmmaker because you never know who you need to call when you need some assistance or you need to build your team. I've been working on this film for quite some time, and so throughout the multiple attempts of working on the film, I've acquired some people that were versed in martial arts, that were versed in choreography, and so the initial experience was great with everyone, and so they told me anything I needed, just give them a call. And so when we finally were able to finish the film and do it a third time, because we had 2 prior attempts to try to shoot this film.
Oh, wow.
For this last attempt, and everybody for the most part came back as far as those who were behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And so I had a choreographer, my good friend, Charles Huggins from Atlanta. He's an esteemed stunt choreographer and a stuntman. Most recently, he was in the film Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Oh, wow.
He was one of the Wakanda warriors in that film. And so, he has a lot of experience with doing stunt work. So he choreographed the whole film, and it was really fun. It's one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had shooting the film.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Wow.
Now, and you said you attempted to do it twice before. Like, was it just like locations fell through, funding fell through? Like, what was that process? Because a lot of filmmakers watch our show, and they can probably just like empathize with what that looks like. But what was that for you?
Yeah. So in 2017, I shot a scene from the film. Well, from a draft of the film that I had, because there's about 20 drafts of the script. It's taken many forms. So in 2017, the initial draft that I had, I wanted to shoot a scene as a proof of concept. So we shot a scene from it, and it took all day, but it was a learning experience. I only had enough money to shoot that one scene, and then.
I don't mean to interject, but if you could just speak a little bit closer into the mic, that would really.
Great. Yeah. So that 2017 iteration, I only had enough money to shoot that scene. So in 2021, I had enough money to shoot the whole film. So I thought, and I pretty much did. But what happened was, an actor didn't show up, and it messed everything up.
Oh.
So we couldn't finish the film. This is when we were shooting the film in Atlanta. So this is 2021. Now, when I made an attempt to finish the film the following year, the lead actor just pulled out on me.
Wow.
So I lost the lead actor. So what I had to do is I had to rework the script from scratch, recast the lead, and we finally got it done. And this iteration we shot in Worcester, Massachusetts, and surrounding towns. So we went from Atlanta to Massachusetts, and this last attempt was the best attempt. and the new lead was the best version of the character. So everything happened for a reason. It worked out perfectly.
Check this out.
What's this?
That is my invitation to Year of the Rat.
What's the Year of the Rat?
Year of the Rat is an underground fight competition. Only the best fighters in the world are invited. Dad competed years ago and he won, so now I'm gonna give it a shot. But it only happens once every 12 years during the Year of the Rat cycle, hence the name. If you really want to win this thing, you need to bring your A game. You're gonna make it, little bro. You're gonna make it. But you can't make the same mistakes that I made. And if I have any say on the matter, I'm not gonna let anything stand in your way of success, including you. So I'm gonna ask you again, one last time, how bad do you want this thing?
The protagonist in the story is the older brother,
The protagonist in the story is the younger brother.
the younger brother. Okay. And so how much did this story, like, do you have brothers? Like, how much did you pull from your experience to make this? Because just in the small amount of that I was able to see, and I can't wait to see the whole film.
Yeah.
There is like that very kind of poignant connection, that love between these two brothers. So where did you draw that from?
From a multitude of things. There was a few films that I was inspired by when making this film. Also, I have a younger brother. I have a young son, and I have an older brother. So I have multiple male figures around that, they were guidance for me. And so I pulled from a multitude of things, like lived experiences and some of my favorite films. And I put everything into this film.
Yeah. It gave me a little bit of Moonlight vibes.
Oh no! Oh no!
Did I nail it?
What?
You did nail
Oh
it.
wow!
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen Moonlight?
Yes. Of
Okay,
course.
yeah. It
It's
gave
brilliant.
me Moonlight vibes.
Wow, you're good.
I
You're good.
they pay me a little bit to do that, but yeah, and that's why kind of where
Yeah.
why I was asking like where you drew that from.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned Moonlight, because not only was Moonlight an inspiration for this film, but I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Barry Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
His first film, Medicine for Melancholy,
No, didn't see that.
that was a huge inspiration on Year of the Rat. And that's not even an action film. It's more of like a love story, like a rom-com type of thing. That was his film that came out around 2008. It won multiple awards. It had a huge buzz in the film festival circuit. And then what happened was Barry Jenkins just disappeared for like about almost a decade. And he came back with Moonlight. That was one of the best comebacks I've ever seen, because people thought that he was just missing. But he came back with that. And so I took two of those films as sources of inspiration. More so Medicine for Melancholy. But yeah, that was a good call.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
I try. I do a little bit of homework.
Yeah.
Now, you're president and CEO of Psy Global. Is that your production company?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my media company.
Okay.
So what we do is we do films, music, and then some events that I've done in the past. But now we're more geared towards the music and film
Okay.
side of things.
got to pay the bills.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You got to pay the bills. The other title that you have is Afrofuturist. And this is, for me, I'm going to admit, this is a very new term that I learned about actually last year, maybe year and a half ago. I took a class on Afrofuturism. And, you know, we talked a lot about Black Panther. We talked a lot about, I can't remember her name, but she was like the first science fiction author, Black woman. Can't remember her name, but I'll figure it out.
Sophia Stewart?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, no, Octavia.
No, Octavia Butler.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
I know
Okay.
Octavia Butler.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what does it mean for you to identify and say you are an Afrofuturist? Because I always associate it with, like, the first image that comes to mind is Black Panther or Wakanda Forever. But what does that mean for you in your work?
Well, with Afrofuturism, you know, I would consider myself an Afrofuturist because the work that I do, it captures the essence of the infinite possibilities of space and time as it pertains to the African diaspora. And so my work represents that. And so, you know, I have a lot of projects in the pipeline that are very, very much what people would consider left field and very risky, and they deal with the infinite possibilities of the African diaspora. And you know, there's really no limits to what we can do. We're more than just one thing. We're not a monolith. So we have many aspects of us and many ways that we can display and show our experiences. So that's what it means to me. And I have some cool projects in the future that will fit more into the realm of Afrofuturism, more so than this one. But there's some Afrofuturism elements in the whole lore of Year of the Rat as we expand, because there's more than one Year of the Rat film. So
All right.
that I'm working on.
Cool.
That's cool. What made you fall in love with filmmaking?
There was two seismic events that propelled me to fall in love with filmmaking. The first was there was a movie that came out in 2000 from Spike Lee. It was a movie called Bamboozled. That was pivotal for me because that was around the time when DVDs started becoming popular. And with the DVDs, you can watch like the behind the scenes footage.
Yeah.
And listen to the director's commentary, so on and so forth. So on the Bamboozled DVD, they have a behind-the-scenes featurette on the making of Bamboozled. And the thing about Bamboozled is that it was groundbreaking because it was one of the first Hollywood films that were made using digital cameras. And that film in particular, they used a Sony VX2000, and they used some of the smaller Sony cameras. And on each scene, Spike would use about 15 cameras at once. And it was fascinating to see how they were doing it because at this time, these cameras weren't really, you know, as cutting edge as they are now as far as the technology goes. Like, and when you look at the movie, it looks very grainy and it's not as crisp as it would be if they were using today's cameras. But watching that, it showed me how much the barrier to entry had been shortened for filmmakers to just get their hands on a camera and start shooting. So when I started going to film school, they had similar cameras to what they shot Bamboozled on. And me and my best friend at the time, my best friend Kevin, we went to town with those cameras. We started shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting. And we just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And so
With mini DV.
It was mini DV.
Yeah.
Yep, it was mini DV. And it was the cinematographer was the esteemed cinematographer. Her name was Ellen Kuras. She's done a lot of great work. Most specifically, the work that caught my eye with her was the stuff that she's done with Spike. So she shot Bamboozled, and it was just groundbreaking. so that was something that really made me believe that it's something that I could do. So, yeah, Spike is a huge inspiration for me.
Awesome.
Where did you go to film school?
So I went to film school. So for graduate studies, I went to film school at Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
Awesome.
For undergraduate, I was a major in mass communications at Shaw University. It's a historical black college in Raleigh, North Carolina. I took my film classes. So there was a consortium with Shaw University and St. Augustine in Raleigh. So I took my film classes at St. Aug's. So yeah, we did it's like a dual enrollment thing. So
I went down there to do a speaking thing at St. Aug's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I did.
Wow.
It's before you met me. I was big back then.
She's like a big shot. She's always trying to throw that around, you know.
That's
how
cool.
important she is, how unimportant I am.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's the truth.
You know, so Spike clearly dominated the late 80s, 90s, even into the 2000s with his work. But now we're seeing all these other African-American filmmakers emerging, and which is great, and doing some really incredible projects. My co-host loves Sinners. That's her favorite. But
It's my favorite what?
you love Sinners.
I do love Sinners, but like what?
Well, it wasn't your
you're
favorite.
like, oh, that's your favorite black movie.
No,
like what?
No, I mean it's just one of your favorite
Like I
movies
divide
from
them.
this year.
It is actually one of my favorite movies, but it seemed like you were like doing that thing. And
I would
just
not.
wanted to make sure that
I
we were,
would
you
not
know.
do that.
Well,
to you.
you know,
I know. I'm known for that. Not today. But what do you? How would you kind of like take the temperature of the state of filmmaking now, particularly when it comes to Black filmmakers?
Wow, that's a great question. I think this is the best time to be a Black filmmaker.
Amen.
I think it's the best time in a long time, because we had a golden era, like around, like you said, the late 80s, early 90s with Robert Townsend, Spike,
John Singleton.
Yep, John Singleton, Matty Rich.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think this is like another iteration of that. You know, we have Ryan Coogler, Jordan Peele. We have Anton Fuqua. He's coming out with the Michael Jackson film, the Michael Jackson biopic film.
Yeah.
We can't forget F. Gary Gray.
F. Gary Gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
he
my goodness.
continues the work. He's very consistent. And you know, listen, this next guy I mentioned is very, very much a polarizing figure, but you know, Tyler Perry. I mean, you know, he's
doing it.
He's doing it, and he's putting Black folks to work. You know, so I tip my hat to him on that. You know, not everybody likes all of the things that he has as far as his offerings, but you know, he's
It's an acquired taste.
It's an acquired, for sure.
It's an acquired
but he's
taste.
a
Yeah, but
trailblazer.
you have
But
to
he-
respect what he does.
Absolutely.
Because he built
Absolutely.
studios in a place where
He's
they're, you know,
employing
yes, yeah.
professionals of color. Yes. No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Huge.
And, you know, I mean, you mentioned Spike being a big influence on why you wanted to become a filmmaker. And, you know, there are some Spike films that I'm like, and then there are others that are like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah. I think what was Spike. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say School Days is one of those that I just was like, I know we're going to fight. I know. I know, Cyrus.
Ding,
I
ding.
know. I understood the message and I got it. And as a light-skinned African-American woman, I was very moved by that. And had experienced some of that when I first went to school back in 19. But I just, the ending, it just kind of like fell off for me in a way that was. He's a little sorry. It's like I'm gonna.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
I'm gonna beat your behind.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. But, you know, and then there's the other one, More Better Blues, which did not get a lot of, fanfare, whatever. I loved that movie.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved that movie. And, you can't go wrong with Denzel. But, So, yeah, I mean, Spike's been kind of hit or miss for me.
Yeah. Mobile Blues is another inspiration for Year of the Rat, actually.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can absolutely see that.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean... Okay, he's after.
I thought you were gonna explain to her how wrong she is.
I mean,
that is what I live for.
I mean, School Days to me is a classic. In my opinion, I think Spike is one of the only filmmakers to come out and do what he did consistently. Because if you remember when Spike first came onto the scene, he was relentless. I mean, he did 6 back-to-back cultural classics. You might not think School Days is a classic, but when you think about it...
No, it is. It's a cult classic, absolutely.
But when you think about what he did, 6 back-to-back, all right, so...
She's Got to Have It.
She's Got to Have It, School Days,
Do the Right Thing.
Mo Better Blues, Jungle Fever, Malcolm X.
Yep.
Back to back to back to back. That's incredible. 6 films back to back. It's unprecedented. And, he doesn't get... I don't think he's... the Black community holds him to a high regard, but I still think there's this unwritten resentment for him in mainstream film circles.
He didn't play the Hollywood game. He just didn't. He just
right.
And he didn't apologize, which I give him a lot of respect for.
Full on respect for
that. He didn't
that.
apologize for what he did and how he did it. He made white people sit down and think, and he said, it's not for you. This is for us. It has to do with you, but this is really for us, and he didn't make any apologies for that. So, yeah, he gets my respect. I'm just some of them were like, hey.
Who are your favorite filmmakers?
Oh, gosh. So in recent years, Ava DuVernay and her documentary work and When They See Us has been just blown away for me as one of the. I watched it twice all the way through, and each time I had to go into postmortem depression and then get out of it, and then be able to kind of watch When They See Us on Netflix.
Definitely. Do it.
And again, it was unapologetically this, it's not for you. This is for us. This is our story. Other filmmakers who I really like. All right, I'm going to think about that as Rochelle asks the next question.
What filmmakers? I don't like filmmakers.
You don't like
Kugler, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, he
and then Piano Lesson that just came out. That was Denzel's son.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that did that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
That was you know what? I was really wonderfully surprised by that because The Piano Lesson is a classic. August Wilson's play. Yeah. Been done 100 times everywhere, but to see it on the screen like that was very, very wonderfully surprised by that. So
cool.
It's hard to take something from from theater and make it. It's also very hard, Oprah Winfrey, to take a beautiful film and try and make it into a play. And then
What are you talking about?
The Color Purple.
Well, it was a book first.
It was a book first. Yeah. It was a book first.
The book is,
The book is,
devastating.
But,
Yeah. The stage play was no good? The musical? I didn't see the musical. Did you see the musical?
I saw the musical.
Well, you talking about the musical film or the stage play?
The musical
Both.
Of Color Purple stage. Yeah, the Color Purple on stage.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. I mean, who made Color, what's his name? Spielberg. Did an amazing job of bringing that.
He did.
Book
He got
to
a
life.
lot of crap for it back then. He got a lot of crap for it.
I mean, yeah, is he?
So did Alice Walker, by the way, who was a producer on the film.
I love Alice Walker.
But I think we're digressing a little bit.
We're
because
totally
this is not
digressing.
about us. This is about Cyrus. I mean, it's his birthday after all. We have to talk about him.
Say it's your
fine.
birthday.
I like being a fly on the wall in this type of conversation.
So I have some questions.
Yes.
So martial arts. I want to get back to the martial arts. What is that? Obviously, that serves a purpose in your film, and you're not making a martial arts film. So what's the purpose of the martial arts? Like, what does it signify, or what does it symbolize? How does it work inside the drama that's your film?
Well, yeah. So it is very the film. It like I said, on the surface, it's a martial arts film. When you get into it, it's very much the backdrop because there's a lot of things going on. But that is the vehicle for the things that transpire in the film. Martial arts. I think when I think about martial arts, I think about discipline, and I think about being resilient. I think about being very much an executioner, being planful, things of that nature. I think about when I think about martial arts, I think about I equate martial arts to chess, a game like chess. You have to think multiple moves ahead in order to prosper. And so those elements are in the film Year of the Rat. And in particular, when it comes to a black film, we haven't really had a black martial arts film in quite some time. And
The Last Dragon.
Yeah, The Last Dragon. Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, we've had. You think The Last Dragon is terrible?
No, I think it's terrible.
That's the last one.
Yeah. So, in this film,
Show
there's-
enough.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Oh my God.
There's
I'm uncomfortable.
It's funny. We just did the first screening of Year of the Rat. It was double feature with Last Dragon in New York.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Jose was there. He was-
Okay.
Oh, nice.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
That was a good
Yeah,
show.
you were there. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, we double featured it. And it's funny because
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
And we got to meet Ty Mack, and that was amazing.
Yeah, that was
wow.
a great event.
That voice that you can't hear is our producer screaming from the back. There he is.
Yeah. He has to switch today because Seth is, I don't know, on vacation.
Yes.
Okay.
Much needed.
Much needed vacation.
Yeah.
Our usual switcher. And he's just like, bah, 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 bah. He's trying to he's flying back and forth. He's trying to keep up. You know how he does, you know? Yeah, you're going to be so mad. You're going to be like,
I know.
your head's going to pop off.
It is.
All right,
I'm
so anyway,
watching.
Back to the martial arts. So I would be reticent to do anything like a martial arts film because of the complexities of, do you find actors that can do martial arts? Do you hire stunt people? Is it a combination of both? How do you find a good actor that can also do martial arts? All those kinds of things. So what was your process like?
So I worked backwards. So not really backwards. I wrote the script, and as I was writing the script, but the first, this is a long process. So the elements of this film, the idea of this film started in '95 when I was like 9 years old. So I started writing like the script around that time on my
When you were 9?
long hand. Yeah, I was writing scripts since I was in elementary school.
That's so cool.
Because I always knew I wanted to do film,
Nice.
but I just didn't know how. But I knew that it started with a script. So I started writing scripts. I started like adapting things. Like there'd be video games that I like. I would want to adapt them into a film. So I started just, the idea started when I was a child. And then I really, really started putting the pieces together when I got my first screenwriting software in college. So in 2006, I started writing the first drafts of it. And then as time progressed, when I knew that this was something I wanted to do as my first feature, I started having casting ideas, and those casting ideas weren't feasible because these were actors that were expensive. And, they were like big time martial arts action stars. Like for some reason, I just knew I knew Donnie Yen was going to be the lead actor. And Donnie Yen is a legendary martial artist. I just knew he would be like the lead actor in my film. I'm like, nah, I can't afford him. So I saw this dude. So this is how The Last Dragon ties in. So there's this MMA fighter. His name is Alex Caceres. He's a UFC fighter, and his nickname was Bruce Leroy because he resembles the lead actor, Timok. He resembles him, so they nicknamed him Bruce Leroy. He got famous in the underground fighting circuit, doing like backyard fights and stuff like that. Then he moved up to doing UFC, and so on Instagram in 2015, I reached out to him, and I just on the whim, I just asked if he'd be interested in acting in the film. He said, yeah. So I was like, cool. So I sent him the script. He loved it. And we started working together. We did a crowdfunding campaign in 2016 for Year of the Rat. It failed miserably, but it gained some notoriety. So we started just doing location scouting, and we started shooting, fast forward to 2021. He was the original lead actor for the protagonist, Akira Jones. Then he left the film, and so I had to recast to my brother, novelist. He's a Detroit MC. He's actually a musical artist, but he also did martial arts.
Oh, cool.
So I casted him to replace Alex for the main role for Akira. He did it, and it was amazing. But what I did was I made sure to put pieces around him so that everything was cohesive. So that's why I brought Charles in to be the choreographer. And the older brother, he's an esteemed actor as well. He did work it was just random, but he was in like the live action Alvin and the Chipmunks movie. Mm-hmm. But he's like a great martial artist too. Mm-hmm. So I had to make sure that everything was authentic. Yeah. And so, that was big. I had to, get everybody on one accord, but it was fun. We had a great time shooting this film.
Yeah.
How long did it take to shoot?
So this version was about 8 days to shoot this film.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. How did you do it that fast?
Did you work 74-hour days? Like,
the days were pretty long, but what we did when we got on set, we would practice the choreo for hours before we started rolling. Mm-hmm. So that when we did start rolling, everything was just kind of flowing and everything was cohesive as far as the moves. And I had to do a few cuts here and there to make sure that it looked right. But we made sure to have early start times so say if we were doing a fight scene that day, we would have everybody come on set at like 8 a.m. They would rehearse the choreography from like 8 a.m. to like 12, and then we break for lunch. And after lunch, we start shooting. So that's how we would do it every time we shot a scene or a day that, included a fight scene. Mm-hmm. So that's how we did it. And, sometimes we wrap at 10 p.m. It was about 12-hour days.
Yeah,
but we had
that's
fun.
normal.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's good.
Now, you mentioned you had to do some cutting. So did you edit this as well?
Yeah, I edited the film.
There you go.
I wrote it, directed it, edited. I did some of the original music.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Cool.
you. Yeah,
Very
I had to
cool.
had to get it done.
Yeah.
Had to get it done.
Listen,
If nobody else is going to do it, you
we're
do it
always
yourself.
the last ones to get paid anyway, so we might as well do it, right?
Exactly.
Everybody else gets paid before us.
Exactly.
No, that's really cool. Now, you mentioned just quickly that you had more Year of the Rat story ideas in you. Is there something else percolating that you may be starting in the next year or so?
You mean aside from Year of the Rat? Or,
Yeah.
The next feature that I want to shoot at it's a crime film. It takes place at a historical black college in 1995. So it's a period crime coming of age film. It's called Pulp. So it's about two con artists that entice a college senior to help them infiltrate a black greed organization to scam them for money. So
Ooh.
yeah, it's called Perp. I would say my high concept pitch for it would be, I would say it's a cross between Juice and Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like August Wilson meets Quentin Tarantino.
I love it.
Yeah,
I want to be there for that meeting.
No kidding.
yeah.
August would just sit back with his cigarette and be like, So who are you? I don't know. That's great. I love that description.
It's good.
Oh gosh, I can't remember what I was just about to say. I'm picturing August Wilson and Quentin Tarantino sitting together. So
Somebody draw that and send it to us.
yeah, please, please. Now you're also a teacher, elementary school teacher.
No, middle school.
Middle school.
Pay attention.
Sorry, middle school. Great teacher. How do you help influence young creatives, young writers that you have? Because that age that you're doing, the 6th, 7th, 8th middle school age, is so impressionable. But they also have so much going on and so much on their devices and so much trash and everything. How do you pull out from that?
Well, I show them and teach them that the possibilities are endless, especially with that age group, because they were born as digital natives. They came into the world with all this technology at their fingertips. And so because of that, for them, the possibilities are endless, because right now, even as elementary school students or middle school students, they can take their phone and they can shoot a feature film with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can edit on it. They can write their scripts on it. They can do everything on their phone. So they can use that, for something positive, as opposed to just doom scrolling and looking at gossip on social media.
Yeah.
So I showed them the possibilities. These phones out there, mini computers, they can make us millions, or they can influence us to spend millions and go into deficit. So it's what we do with these devices. That's what counts.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
And
can
I
make or
think it
break
must
us.
be hard now to be a classroom teacher when every student has a phone. I can't imagine that battle. What are there rules in place for the school about phones?
Yeah,
Or
multiple schools they're implementing these things called yonder pouches, where the students put their phones in the pouch and they put it up and they get it back at the end of the day. They get them unlocked at the end of the day so that they can focus throughout the day.
Yeah.
So that's been helpful.
Yeah.
When I was teaching high school years and years and years ago, I had a cell phone case in my room, and I have them bring it and give it to me, and in exchange, their class participation grade wouldn't go down. So it was things like that I would get creative with.
Yeah.
And when I was teaching film in high school, I would just have them use their phone to shoot the footage.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is it's a double-edged sword,
It's a
right? Because
double-edged
it's
sword,
like this technology can actually do things. And
Exactly.
I think the hard thing, too, is to get them to think more deeply than just being a content creator. And not that there's anything wrong with creating content, but a lot of it is pretty vapid. And, it's just for a one hit or a laugh or to make fun of somebody or whatever. And film can be, obviously, we all believe this, film is so much more than that. And there's so much depth that you can sort of plumb in film. And how do you encourage them to do that versus look at 3,000 TikToks a second?
Well, what I do is I'd show them examples of like the top quality stuff that is noteworthy, what I usually do in my classes, I would show them examples of high level stuff and stuff that is, really surface level and stuff that's just disposable. I would show them the difference, and I'll explain to them what the elements are for each, what makes this high level and what makes this surface level and disposable. And, it's up to them to kind of take that information in and create work based off what I taught them.
Yeah.
So, but I give them the options and I just show them examples,
Yeah. I like that word, disposable.
Yes.
That's really what it is. It's disposable media. It doesn't do anything for the world, really. It might make you laugh or whatever, but
I'm not disposable.
Did I say you were disposable? No. Did one sentence come out of my mouth that said Tony is disposable? I did not.
I get her so easily.
Oh.
I get you so easily.
Dang. Isn't that nice?
I'm sorry.
You
I'm
mocked
sorry.
me.
No, I agree with you. I just, I'm sitting here and I'm agreeing with it.
Okay.
It is hard to, like you said, and as older and older these young people become, there's more and more stuff there, right? And so, but the art form itself, which I like to go back to when I'm talking about, whether it's content creation or filmmaking, whatever, it's the story. It's telling a story. Yeah. And at the end of the day, that is the art form. And how you do it, you can write it, you can film it, you can sing to it, but it's really all about the art of storytelling. And and everyone can tell a story. Everyone has a story.
Yeah.
Everyone has a story.
But agree wholly. But it's just such a okay. So I taught high school a long, long time ago before I finished grad school, and it was during the time when this show on MTV called Jackass was on. Remember that show?
Yeah.
I would make students write proposals about what they wanted to do, and like every single, kind of like Jackass. I'm like, no.
Yeah, that was like the social media prank of its time.
Yeah. And now today's version would be the Kardashians.
Wow, why you have it in for the Kardashians? I mean, I can think of a million reasons.
Jackass Kardashians. I don't know. What are you hoping your filmmaking career will ultimately be? Like, you're a teacher, you're a visionary, you're a musician, or music producer, I should say. Well, musician. You're still making music. What do you see if you could envision what your life is? I mean, is it filmmaking? Is it teaching? Is it music?
100% filmmaking. I think filmmaking is going to be. Yeah, filmmaking is it for me. Everything else is supplementary as far as, things that I would add on. But I know the filmmaking is going to be the one thing that's going to stick. And it's sticking so far.
And you have to have a lot of patience to be a filmmaker. And the fact that you're a middle school teacher already tells me how much patience you have.
Legitimately.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's... our audiences just get to see the finished product, but they have no idea of the journey it took to get there, right? And so,
The thing that works in my favor for me is that I'm a writer-director. So I write what I want to direct. And the good thing is that I have my next 5 screenplays ready to go.
Wow.
They're ready to go.
Wow.
So I'm all in with this filmmaking thing. It's a passion of mine. Music, that's like my first love. I'm just naturally gifted with the music thing, but the filmmaking is something that that's something that I've seen. It's just been more rewarding for me. So that's it. That's it. I see a lot for myself in the future as far as filmmaking.
Nice.
Yeah, and you're going to have to come back every single time you make a film.
I would love to. I would love to.
You must.
I would love to.
We're crazy as all hell, but we love to talk about film. So
Yeah, I would love to.
give some advice to up and coming filmmakers. Like, what would you tell someone that came up to you and even if it's one of your students, Mr. Alexander, I want to be a filmmaker. What do I do?
I would tell them, write. I would tell them to start writing their own stuff. Find screenwriting software, write their stories, tell their stories, be as authentic as possible, and write what they know, and go and shoot it. I would tell them not overthink it, shoot it, edit it, and put it out. They can shoot it with their phone, they can edit it on their phone, or they have a computer they can edit. There's plenty of free software that they can use to edit. They can distribute it on YouTube.
That's right.
And social media. So there's no limits right now to what they can do. And like I said, it's the best time. I think it's earlier when you asked about being a black filmmaker, I said this was the best time to be a black filmmaker. But I think as far as being a creative, this is the best time to be like young. Like if I was 15 and I had this technology, I would be going crazy. I would be going crazy.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh my goodness.
sure.
Oh my goodness. They don't know. I don't think they understand how good they have it.
No.
But they
No.
take it for granted because it's there.
Because
It's at
they
their
didn't know
disposal.
anything else.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's at their disposal. But if I had a phone that shot 1080p or 4K at 24 frames a second, I would lose my mind. I would be shooting every day.
Yep.
I would be shooting
Yep.
every day.
Truth.
I have to.
Yeah.
And I used to play sports in high school. I probably quit my teams and all that stuff. I quit football, basketball. I'd be shooting every day. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the reasons why I went to film school is so I can get cameras.
Yeah.
It's different now. And I'm not saying students shouldn't go to school because I think that's a good avenue for networking,
And you got to know the basics.
Yeah, gotta know the basics, absolutely.
3-act structure and you
Right.
know, how to write action and dialogue. And
Right.
you got to know the basics. But,
Yeah.
to your point, which I love and I always encourage people who I talk to about is write what you know. Because everything, I can write a goofy comedy about this widow and her best friend going to shoot up a whole bunch of people because she found out that her dead husband had all these women around the world. It's coming.
Oh, that's something you're working on?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
But so where does that come from? Well, we're both like 12-year-old boys when it comes to our humor. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
And so, but I'm pulling from that because I'm not like a ha-ha funny person, but I think I'm the funniest person I know. And so, yeah.
Besides me.
Besides you. Yeah. Well, of course. What are you talking about?
Just want to make sure that was out there. Like that,
Cyrus, thank you so much for
thank you.
we next time we're just going to talk about filmmakers and films and what we like and what we don't like. We'll
Thank you for
just do
having
one
me.
of those types of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because that would be really cool.
Yeah.
But without further ado,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday
snap.
to ya. Happy birthday
Wow.
to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Why are you so slow with the tempo back there? It's not a ballad.
The mic has a little delay.
It has a delay? Oh, snap.
runs. He's waiting for his show.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It's Jose, the soulful singer.
It's not a ballad, dude. Anyways, Cyrus Alexander, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see the full film.
Yeah, we got to do that.
Yes.
Let us know when it's.
Yeah.
There may be a Massachusetts screening, so
Nice. Okay.
I'll definitely get some info.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please do.
About that,
Yeah,
yes.
we'd love to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
For sure.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was fun.
Was it?
Yeah, I got scared though because I thought I was going to get beat up for not loving Spike Lee's.
I think you just like to be controversial.
No,
I think
I
you
really-
love like being like, I'm a black person and I don't like Spike Lee. It's a pose. That's it. No?
No,
Okay.
no, but no.
I've been watching Spike Lee films. I loved the move,
Yeah.
but I did not know it was called Double Dolly.
Yeah.
I'll admit that. Yes.
Okay. Eric Dickerson.
So now I do include that in the camera movements section,
Okay.
just to really inspire
Also
students.
known as the Spike Lee dolly.
the Spike Lee doll.
It's in every film that he
Yeah.
does.
No, I dig it though. It's good.
No, it's good.
The bike one is one of my favorites. The
Bike
kid
one
riding
is
the
good.
bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Malcolm X one is
Oh
pretty
my
cool
God, I
too.
love the
when
Malcolm X
when he's
one.
going
Yeah.
to the Audubon.
Yeah.
Hall.
Oh,
yeah.
so good.
That was
So
good. And the music and
Yeah.
I love film. Let's go make a film.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the short of it.
Indeed.
The short of it is brought to you by the Den Beauty Lounge. Visit thedenbeautylounge.glossgenius.com for more information and book your appointment today.